So I've been working very hard all week for all of you out there. That's right, I've been testing and filming the new Boombox GTS unit, making some new tutorial videos. I've got a hack that I want to share with you. It's all about Apple CarPlay. Can you use it without the wireless headset interface module? Stick around. Welcome back, Bikeaholics. Ryan Urlacher here, lawabidingbiker.com. I always thank you for checking back in. So briefly, to get everybody up to speed, we here at Law Abiding Biker Media have been the leader in training bikers on how to use the Boombox system all the way back to 2014 when it was first introduced. We've got those tutorial videos. You can always find them at lawabidingbiker.com/Harley Boombox. Link in the description below. Of course, those videos still standing on the older system, the 6.5 GT, the 4.3, and of course the 6.5 for the CVO model. So this week, I got a hold of a Boombox GTS system, which is the new system coming on 2019 and newer Harley-Davidson motorcycles. It's been a project I needed to get done. I filmed it all, did a complete tutorial on that new system. As of the time of this video, it is an edit. I hope to have it out very soon. We have been asked a lot for it. It is very, very thorough video. And although the new Boombox is better, it still has a steep learning curve and the user interface is still not all that great. There's a lot of hidden menus. Anyways, I go through and show you all the tips and tricks, everything combined in that one video. Like I say, I hope to have it out soon. But I did some testing while I was filming. I want to share something with you. But before we get hacking, make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell icon. Every time those are hit, another biker joins the revolution. We would love to have you be part of it. So back in the fall of 2018, when the new GTS model of the Boombox started coming out on those 19 models, I did a video on this channel and I did some extensive testing as much as I could on the dealership floor, trying to figure it out and relay that information to you. I will tell you, at the time of that video, absolutely, there was no way to get Apple CarPlay to work unless you installed a wireless headset interface module on the Harley and you also connected a Harley stamped wireless Sena headset or a HD stamped wired headset. Those two things were required to get Apple CarPlay to work. So briefly, if you're new to this Boombox headset debacle, this is the WHIM, the wireless headset interface module. It is required as an add-on product to the Boombox if you want that wireless headset connectivity. The WHIM is coming stock on the CVO models, but all the other touring models it is not, and you've got to add it on. And it still stands if you want stereo sound from your Boombox with a wireless headset, you're going to have to buy the Harley-Davidson stamped Sena 20S or 30K mesh, or one of the HD stamped wired headsets. So rightfully so, a lot of people were mad that Apple CarPlay wouldn't work without those two requirements. Well, sometime in between releasing the Boombox and now, of course, they put out software updates. And the one we're talking about right now, the current version, is MY 19.19.03.00. I'm not sure why they have to make that so long. That's the current software. With that update, of course, they didn't announce anything. It changed some of those requirements. So let's dive into the hack. If you don't want to spend the money on this very expensive WHIM, but you want to use Apple CarPlay, you still want it activated, there is a way to do it. But let me tell you this, the best way to use Apple CarPlay is with a headset and a microphone, because you get the full Siri integration and voice commands. And after all, you are riding a motorcycle. So it'd be really great just to be able to use your voice for all that stuff. But Apple CarPlay still has a lot of capabilities even without the voice. So here's what you got to do. You don't actually need the WHIM. What you can do is just trick the system, so to speak. You can go down to your dealership. Some dealerships are charging for this and some are not. That's something you have to work out with your dealership. But you're going to have your Boombox flashed. And basically what you're going to have your dealership do is tell them to flash it for the WHIM. It takes about 2 minutes. It's ridiculous. They open up their proprietary Digital Technician 2 software. They check a box that says WHIM, and it tells your Boombox that there is a WHIM installed and that it should accept a WHIM. By doing that, it activates that CarPlay for you, even without the WHIM. So theoretically, flash it, go home, or even down there at the dealership, hook up your iPhone, and it should recognize Apple CarPlay. Be aware that you have to go into your settings in the GTS and turn on that projection mode. That's what that is, so that your iPhone will actually project, so to speak, onto the screen of your GTS. So that's the hack, and a much cheaper option, hopefully free at your dealership, just to flash your boombox to get that Apple CarPlay working. I can tell you that did not work in the past. And again, that is of the current version of the software they've put out. And so the nice thing about that is if you flash your boombox for the WIM, which it should absolutely be flashed already factory, so that if you decide to put a WIM on, it's already done, because it doesn't hurt anything. It's just a bunch of tick boxes in this digital technician requiring you to go to the dealership. So anyways, the nice thing is if you do add it in the future, or you're saving money and you really want to get the WIM for whatever reason, your boombox is already set and you can just plug it in. Of course, we have a tutorial video on how to install a WIM. I'll link to it in the description below, but you would just install it and then be up and going with the WIM system, and it would add the additional wireless headset menu option in the GTS system for you. And another very important thing to know is that in the past you needed the Harley stamped Sena headset in combination with the WIM to get that Apple CarPlay to work. You don't need that anymore. So you can just flash your boombox without a WIM, just flash it for the WIM, and then you don't even need a headset actually paired with your boombox to get the Apple CarPlay to work. You can simply plug your iPhone in, and like I say, you'll be up and running with CarPlay. And it is amazing, as you would expect from Apple CarPlay, one of the best ways to use that boombox GTS. And of course, like usual, this has been top secret and nobody actually knows about it. In fact, the dealerships don't even know about it. So make sure you educate your local dealerships. Hopefully this will take a lot of frustration off the bikers out there that were not able to use Apple CarPlay. And of course, it begs the question, did Harley-Davidson executives have a meeting about this? Hey there, Bill. What's this unexpected meeting about? Well, Jim, you know I put you in charge of this boombox debacle. I just wanted to follow up and see how things are going. Make sure we're still really sticking it to the customers. Yeah, Bill, well, it's been a tough transition for me, but the more I hang around here, the more I'm starting to learn how we can really stick it to the customers, and I'm finding new and innovative ways to do that. That's great to hear, Jim. Likely why there's a promotion in your future. So give me an update on what we're doing with this boombox. You probably remember that Apple CarPlay would not work with the boombox GTS unless you had a WIM, unless you paid a dealership to flash it, and you had to have one of our Harley stamped headsets. Well, I had our developers secretly put out a software update, and now you can use Apple CarPlay without a WIM or a Harley headset. But the best part is, Bill, we didn't tell anybody about it, not even our dealerships. After all, we don't want to give our customers too much too quick. They're just not used to being treated right. That's brilliant, Jim. We definitely don't want to communicate with our customers or our dealerships. People just aren't used to that. We can let everybody on the internet eventually figure it out. Those guys over at Law Abiding Biker Media will tell their audience anyways and do it for us once they figure it out. And Bill, another idea I have is we'll let this go for a couple months, and then we'll have our developers make a new software update, and we'll do it secretly again, and it will actually break Apple CarPlay so it won't work anymore. And better yet, I'm thinking we should put a virus in the download. Okay, Jim, the virus, that's probably taken a little too far, but I really like your progressive thinking. That's what'll get you promoted around here. So Bill, I was thinking, shouldn't the boombox GTS be ready to go and have all the options so every time a customer wants to add something, they don't have to bring it back and pay the dealership to check simple boxes? Jim, you're slipping here. Absolutely not. We want them to have to bring it back to the dealership and pay us good money to do really simple things. Better yet, while they're getting it flashed, we're going to sell them a t-shirt marked up 500%. My apologies, Bill. You're right. I'm slipping. We definitely should charge them for everything they need done to their boombox so they have to keep coming back. Because every time they do, they buy chrome parts and marked up t-shirts. And Jim, not to step on your toes, but I know you're really busy. On the side, I've been working with our ridiculous marketing department to create more overly produced videos about the boombox GTS that really tells our customers nothing about it. I really want to make sure everybody continues to hate our YouTube channel. That is brilliant, Bill. That's simply the stuff I don't think about sometimes. You're always just one step ahead of me. And I just want to make sure, Jim, that we never make a kit so that bikers can update from the old boombox system to the new boombox system. We want them to have to buy a completely new bike to do that. Absolutely, Bill. We will make sure that never happens. But I do want to tell you, there are companies making kits so it can be done. Jim, you need to shut those companies down immediately. And Bill, I just want to tell you, the best part about this whole thing is that the Boombox GTS is really not that great, and it's not that much better than the old boombox. But there are tons of Harley owners selling their bikes and buying our new 2019 models just to get this unit. Yeah, Jim, that's what I'm always telling you. Our customers absolutely love to get screwed, and they just take it and buy a new bike. It's great. That's why I work for Harley-Davidson. We've spent years mastering this technique. All right, Bill, well, thanks for the meeting. I'm going to get back at it. And why don't you think about that virus idea? There you go. Hope the video was useful to many of you out there. Now get out there and freaking ride. Subscribe already because the Boombox changes daily, and you'll get it all right here on this channel.